Yeah, who's this? Angela Williams. Hello, Angela.
You're new. I'm Angela Williams. Were you just looking around, or...?
What is this place?
This? The OSI lab. We don't get many visitors. The smell puts people off, I think. Nobody ever said science would smell clean and fresh. Anyway, you get used to it if you give it some time.
Do you need help with anything?
You mean give you work? No, that'd be up to the administrator, Hildern. He's back there in his office. Between you and me, I don't think he ever leaves. Plenty of mercs go in to see him, though.
Mercs? What for?
I can't say. We're not supposed to talk about the research, not the details. If you're interested, I'm sure he'd see you.
All right, thanks.
Nice to meet you. If you need anything, I'm almost always in the lab.
Hello.
Hey, Thomas Hildern.
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
Yeah, that's right.
Wonderful. Straight to it then. Have you signed the release forms? No? Doesn't matter. We'll keep that to ourselves. Vault 22. Where to begin?
I'm listening.
Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water, and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible?
Yeah, I'd say so.
A realist. We have that in common. A year ago, I'd have said the same. But what if I was to tell you that the wasteland can yield an endless bounty, and that the secret may lie a mere few miles from where we stand? We need only reach out and take it, and for that, I need you.
Scientific discovery is never as simple as that.
Isn't it? One directs one's efforts, or the efforts of others, toward a goal, and progress is made. It's a matter of incentives, nothing more. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
All right.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you?
Anything else I should know?
I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be handled by your Pip-Boy. You might think of yourself as a mere means of conveyance. No insult intended, of course.
I had some other questions.
Oh? What might those be?
Tell me more about the OSI. Actually, let's get him to turn around.
Yes. Goodbye. Morning.
Even the stupid NCR is investing in new research. We're getting left in the dust.
Hey, Thomas Hildern, I got a note for you.
Yes? Something else you needed?
NCR has a food shortage?
Not yet, but our government understands the value of proactive thought. Our studies project an imbalance between production and consumption. Or, for a layman such as yourself, not enough food, too many mouths to feed. Mass starvation in a decade or so.
Goodbye, sir.
Yes, goodbye.
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but... Did he give you a job?
Yeah, he asked me to get some data from Vault 22.
I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault. There were a lot of mercs, one after another. none of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keely. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs?
Nope.
But now he's hired you, which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keely, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich. Not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc, but I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keely and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead.
I'll try, but no promises.
That's all I ask. She might even be able to help you, as long as you don't speak too well of Dr. Hildern.
All right.
Of course. Anything.
So what else can you tell me about Keely?
Keely's brilliant. An absolute genius. She plays at being mean, but it's all a front. When you've lived as long as she has, you get defensive around new people. Who wants to make a friend when you know you'll outlive them?
Exactly how old is Keely?
I couldn't get her to say, but she talked about the war. The Great War, when the bombs fell, like she'd been there. So I'm guessing pretty old. 200 years? Maybe more.
So how did Keely and Hildern get along?
Like a Brahmin and a Deathclaw, though I'm not sure which would be which. Bad analogy, maybe. They're both Deathclaws in their way. Keely hates Hildern. She says he's more politician than scientist, and gets in the way of true discovery. And Hildern hates Keely because, well, because every time they meet, she makes him look like an ass. In front of important people, usually.
So what do you think of Dr. Hildern?
The director? He's very well-spoken and knowledgeable.
He seems focused on results, maybe not so much on people.
He's not what you'd call warm, unless he wants something from you. And even then, it's kind of a cold warm. Most of the time, I focus on the science and try to forget him. He doesn't get mixed up in any actual work, though he tells people that he does.
Yeah, so he takes credit for everyone's work, your work?
He sure does. Everyone knows it. I've just got to endure this job until the project is finished. But abandoning Keely, he crossed a line. Taking credit for other people's work is one thing. Sending people to die in the waste is another. If Hildern tries to recruit any more mercs, I'm gonna warn them. What can he do to me? I'm the only one who can run this lab.
So what is your role?
Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible.
All right, thanks for the info, Angela.
Right. Stay safe.
Okay, one vault to go. Vault 22 Expedition Entry 1. I've established a temporary camp inside the entrance. Power is minimal but still running, and I've managed to hack into one of their security terminals. The logs show that several people have entered the vault over the past few months, but none have left. It's getting late, so I'll resume the expedition in the morning. Keely out. Entry 2. The growth in the interior matches the exterior to a T. It's a little surprising given the scarcity of sunlight in the entrance room, but even more surprising is that they seem to originate from further below. Maybe that fool Hildern was onto something after all. Since my Pip-Boy is on the fritz, I'll try to keep a running log of my discoveries in whatever computers I can find and collate the data before leaving. Okay. Programmer's Digest, thank you. And sleep, yes. All right, let's go. Let's not mess around. Let's get through this. The elevator, stairs. The elevator does not seem to be working. If you had more experience with fixing machinery, you probably could get it working. Stats. What are my skills? Repair is 45. Ooh, do I have any items that will help with repair? Repair plus 10. Fixing things. There you go. Repair the elevator. The elevator door opens without a hitch. Buttons corresponding to the different levels of the vault glow faintly. Which one do you press? Oxygen, recycling, food production, common areas. You know we're going to pest control.
Trouble.
What was that? I didn't see. I can't sleep. Oh. Thank you, Eddie. The plants are alive. Okay, no terminals there.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they're plant creatures. Search the spore carrier. Savage. Oh. I'll let them take care of the mantis infestation. Alright, is this where we're going? So I jumped the gun. All right, we're going back upstairs. Of course, figures. So we're looking for Keely. Here's one. Entry 6 and 7. I found some of the bodies of the scientists that lived here. They appear to be overgrown with some form of lichen. They blend in so well with the other growth that I walked right by several of them without even noticing. I've taken the proper precautions, but the lichen doesn't seem to be contagious, at least to ghouls. This level appears to be where they performed most of the research that NCR is interested in. I've been able to collect a little, but the vast majority of the data from the research is inaccessible. I'll have to find the main backup and download from there. Security request. Assistant Mathers went into the caves at 1846 today and still hasn't returned, requesting security escort for science personnel to conduct a search. Okay. Dr. Peters just returned with one of the security escorts who was horribly wounded. When I asked them where the other security officer was, he just paled and shook his head. In the meantime, Dr. Bailey has ordered that the door to the caves be sealed until a further investigation can take place. Is anyone down there? Security is trying to hold off. I don't know what they're trying to hold off. With Dr. Bailey watching over his sick wife and daughter in the quarters down in the common area, I'm officially in charge of the level, and I am requesting a security at once. Okay. Wires a key, of course. Oh. Access denied. Contact admin for clearance. Okay, we better go start at the top. Okay, level 2, oxygen recycling. Kind of cool though. Look at the noise. Look into the ductwork here on level 2. I know you guys took a look at this last time, but I swear the noise is back. Okay. Okay, this is new. All right, entry 3. This level seems to have been devoted to the study of atmospheric effects on plants with a concentration on producing plants with a high oxygen yield. Given the problems these vaults were known to have, it sounds like a reasonable avenue of research. It's strange, but some sections of the machinery down here appear to have been modified for some unknown purpose. The restraints regarding oxygen content and systemic pressures have been bypassed. I've been hearing a strange chittering sound for some time now and finally discovered its source. There's some kind of giant mantis that have taken up residence in the vault. I almost ran smack into one the other day, but the creatures don't appear to react to my presence at all. Perhaps the others sent here ran afoul of the creatures, but I can't see how a few scattered insects could pose much of a problem to experienced mercs. Okay, so that's 5, 6, 7. Storage. Check inventory. Okay. Eddie, get out of the way. All right, third level. Been here. We found the terminal already, didn't we? Or that was down below, one level. Yeah, this is where we were just at. Okay. Oh, we got to find a key. Overseer's office, cafeteria, clinic quarters. All right, unlock the crew quarters. Unlock the data backup. Unlock the cavern access. There you go. Oh, error. Override engaged at the door site. All right, different cases. Wow, okay. Dr. Peters is dead, his vitals flatlined. I performed an autopsy and discovered his lungs are filled with some sort of fungal infection. Strangely, the fungus still shows evidence of growth despite the death of its host. I'll consult with one of the mycologists on the 5th level and see if they can identify it. I don't really know how to describe what just happened. One minute I was closing up for the day, and the next Dr. Peters' corpse sat up and attacked me. I was able to flee the office and seal it inside until security arrived. But what's going on? All the recent illnesses are the same thing. We're in trouble. Yes, you are.
Trouble.
Why does it keep focusing on my traveling companions? No! Take Vault 22 cave door key card. Finally. Yes. Entry 8. I guess no one will miss this ridiculous trivia game. The questions weren't even that hard. It looks like this is where most of the people were when they died. The medical reports I found suggested that most of them succumbed to some kind of airborne infection. I'm going to see if I can convert some of the grow lamps into UV spectrometers to test the air for contaminants. After numerous attempts, I found a range that highlights the particles in the air that I believe killed everyone in this vault. Preliminary tests show them to be spores of some kind. I've set up spectrometers on several of the levels now, and the concentration appears to increase in the lower levels. At this point, I'm concerned that the plants here may constitute a danger to the people of the NCR. Oh, this was in a thing called Guess What Trivia Game. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, okay.
That's enough of that. Hey! Oh!
Kidding me? I was here. But we're looking for Keely.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm recording. Good. Yeah. How did I not get this the first time?
That's enough of that. I've had worse.
Oh, there she is. Hey,
Morning.
Keely.
Took your sweet time. I suppose the NCR sent you?
Yeah, Angela Williams asked me to come find you.
She's such a dear. Not like that pompous little pedant she works for. But that's neither here nor there. These plants have gotten completely out of control. I've got a plan to deal with them, but I'll need your help.
Sure.
Good. Meet me on the second level, and I'll explain what needs to be done. What's this? Did you do these repairs? Not bad. Not bad at all. Saves me time, I guess. See you upstairs.
Cool. Hey, Keely.
Good, you're here. Ready to begin?
Sure, how can I help?
Time is of the essence, so I'll be brief. This place is filled with spores that are toxic to humans, and we need to get rid of them. I've pumped the vault full of a highly flammable gas that, once ignited, should destroy the vast majority of spores. There's one problem, though. The gas becomes semi-inert on exposure to oxygen, meaning the gas will have to be ignited close to where it's being introduced. I need you to find the vents where the gas is being pumped and ignite it. Oh, and survive the resulting blast.
Any idea where these vents are that I'm looking for?
I set the gas to pump into the 5th level since that's where the concentration of spores was highest. I'd start looking there. Typically, these vaults use circular vents in their air circulation systems. Look for a wall with 2 of them almost side by side. There's one just around the corner outside this lab if you need an example.
How exactly should I ignite the gas?
In the area where the gas is active, any kind of fire or explosion should do the trick. Hell, even lasers would do the job. If you don't have anything like that, I've got some grenades in my bag in the corner that you can use.
Blast?
Yes, there'll be an explosion when the gas is ignited, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Now leave me to my work.
All right.
Good. Return to me when it's done.
You won't feel the blast? Oh, something like that. We're going to the elevator. Okay, so this is where we're supposed to do it. And survive the blast. Oh man, what's this? Oh, somebody we missed.
Enough of that.
Okay, we've got the research data that I totally forgot everything about. But we're going to ignite the gas from here. Is that what we're doing? Like, can I set a mine there and shoot it and close the door? Now, do I have, like, grenades on me or anything? I do. Totally noobish, as usual.
Hello.
Hey, Keely.
Ah, good. You survived. I was beginning to think you hadn't. You'll be pleased to know that the spores should no longer be a problem. Now all that's left is to ensure that none of this ever happens again. The research that led to these abominations must be erased.
I just downloaded it.
I've managed to create a connection to the Vault's backup system from here. I just have to remotely delete all the files, and we're done here.
Good riddance. These files have caused enough trouble.
Indeed. This should only take a minute. Just a few more moments and... That's strange. The system says that the files were accessed recently and copied to an external source. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
I actually copied the files. Hildren sent me here to get them.
Yes, that sounds like something he'd do. Well, there's nothing for it then. Those files need to be erased. Hold out your arm and I'll have it done in a flash.
Deleting those files makes it more likely that this will happen again.
How do you figure that?
Science isn't just about success. Failures are just as important to learn from.
I suppose the data here could serve as a warning to other scientists. Tell them what paths of research not to follow.
Exactly. Without that knowledge, something similar is bound to occur.
All right. You convinced me. Take the files back to that buffoon. You make a good point. But I still honestly hope you know what you're doing. I've unlocked the door, so you're free to run along now. Although it pains me to say it, I wouldn't have made it out of here without your help. If you're heading back toward McCarran, tell Dr. Williams that she has my thanks as well.
Alrighty. Turn to Camp McCarran. Talk to them both. All right, let's head back to Camp McCarran. Hey, Major Daughtry.
If it's bad news, you can take it up with the Colonel. If it's good news, it better involve some dead fiends.
What do you know about the fiends?
Pack of drugged-out killers. They're addicted to every stim, every pill, every psychoactive enema on this fucked-up Earth. I've got 3 fiends I want dead, and I don't give a goddamn how it gets done. That sound like something that interests you?
Might be. Give me their names.
First one calls herself Violet. God knows why. The name is the prettiest thing about her. Spends most of her time with a pack of vicious dogs. Then there's Driver Nephi. He's fast and he's brutal. Killed about a dozen of my men with a goddamn driver iron. Hence his name. And finally, Cook. Rapist, pyromaniac, and damn good chef if you believe the fiends we've captured. Probably the craziest of the lot. I'm not gonna feed you any bullshit. These aren't your common Vegas trash. They've all killed good NCR men, and plenty of mercs too. You go after them, any of them, you're in for a hell of a fight. So, which one is it gonna be?
None.
Can't say I blame you. If I wasn't in this fight for my country, you couldn't pay me enough to screw with those maniacs. If you change your mind, I'll be happy to see you again. Otherwise, best to stay out of the way. Damn right I do. Who do you think you can take down? Violet it is. Wish I could give you more advice on how to bring her down, but we know less about her than the other two. Just watch out for the dogs. She raises them herself. Might as well be their mother and never leave her side.
Where can I find her?
Good question. Fiend territory is southeast of here, but they range all over the area. None of them stays in any one place for long.
Anything else I need to know?
One more thing. If you want the full reward, you need to bring me a recognizable head. My superiors need proof they're gone. That means no headshots, no decapitations till after they're dead, and no damage to the face. If you want to be safe, aim for the chest. You bring me a head that looks like a rotten tomato, people will be doubting, and I won't be authorized to pay the entire bounty. Good luck to you, and don't get careless. Right.
Hey, Angela.
Keely just called in. You should have heard the director. But wait up. Now look here. She wouldn't let him finish a sentence. Just reamed him out for sending all those people to the vault. I've never seen his face so red and twitchy. Thanks for keeping her safe. Here's the caps I promised. I knew I had a good feeling about you.
Thanks, Angela.
Thanks again. Really, I owe you.
Hey, Dr. Hildern.
I received a pleasant call from Dr. Keely. It seems we have you to thank for keeping her alive. Very charitable of you.
I brought the data from Vault 22.
Wonderful. Excellent work. Let me see it. It'll take a moment to decode on my terminal.
By the way, that vault was just as dangerous as Williams thought.
I don't see how that's relevant. The dangers of the vault were your business, not mine. The only question is whether the data is still intact. I think Williams' decryption algorithms seem to be working. Yes, here it is. The data is mostly uncorrupted. This will make the board of directors finally sit up and take notice. Here then, as promised, an agreeable sum payable upon delivery of the data. You've more than done your part.
I'd be careful with that data. You didn't see those plants in the vault.
Your concerns are perfectly understandable, but I assure you, they're entirely misplaced. We would never use technology that wasn't fully tested. We aren't some motley band of vault alchemists. We're with the government, for goodness sake. Have a little faith in us.
Yeah, right. There stands the grass. All right, well, that was Vault 22. We met Keely down there, who found that the spores were mutating the residents of the vault. We firebombed the place and hopefully killed the spores. And we returned the data to the NCR scientists. Hopefully they're smart enough not to repeat the experiment. But we know that this is Fallout. So it'll be interesting to see if they use any of this storyline in the TV series. But thanks for watching. This is Geezer Owl. Stick around. I'll be back. Bye.